I'll go next to Akash. Akash, your company is you're developing basically biomass solutions or solutions that use biomass and farm waste and for providing cold chain solutions to farmers. So, from your perspective, uh, what really worked from having an initial idea to finding traction in the market to then scaling up? What was your journey like, and what really worked there?
So as rightly put by Dennis, so we work on a need-based approach because we work in a segment that is working directly with the farmers, selling directly to the farmers and the farm producer companies. So we have to interact with them on a daily basis. We have to show them the right path of earning additional livelihood using our biomass powered cold storages. So we have to really see what the farmer is growing and how we can help him or her store that produce and sell it in the market. So an example of this would be a Gujarat, where we first started selling in 2017. So when you focus in Gujarat, we focused in a lemon belt. Then you focus to a district, and then focusing particularly to a block where there's a lot of lemon cultivation. So we identified the problem. We presented a business model to the farmer, and we also helped him get financing from a private and a public bank. So we provided an end-to-end solution to the end user, which was a farmer, and help him realize an additional income of 4 to 5 lakh rupees within a year. So our journey has it's been growing since 2017, since we started selling green chill in the market. And from Gujarat, we have expanded to various states like Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. And now, since lemon was the beginning, we started focusing more on the citrus fruits, which is the same variety. We focused then on what other produce was being grown in the nearby farms, and we adjusted our product to satisfy the needs of the nearby farmers and showcase them by doing a demo, by helping them store their produce in the nearby location. And slowly and steadily, we moved from a unit to 40 units in the field, and increasing and building a capacity of 800 metric tons of storage across 8 states in India.
Great, great. And so basically, what you're saying is started off with Gujarat with lemon as a kind of focus for a product, and then scale or expanded it to take care of other citrus fruits in other states as well. And that journey is what you feel will continue in terms of scaling up.
Yes, correct.
Great, great, great. Good. Thank you, Akash.
Okay.
I'll come back to you. Somalia, and the last one to go. So you have developed a portable solar cold storage system, and basically powered by thermal battery. So what was your journey like in terms of you have been working across multiple states, and so where did you start off, and how has that journey panned out, and what are some of the learnings from that?
Sure. So as a company, we really work on, we have seen companies working on the electrical aspect of energy storage. So what we have done is that we are working on the thermal energy storage, wherein you can store the energy in the form of thermal energy. And that is where we come in, where we manufacture and, research and develop various types of special class of cooling chemicals, which is phase change materials. And with this phase change materials, we develop at a large temperature range from +4 to all the way down to -26, depending upon the requirement from the client end. And what happens is that when you work on a wide range of such temperature regions, your requirement or the value proposition is actually different for different segments. For example, it has applications in horticulture, it has applications in dairy industries. Right now, it has a very good application in vaccine, the talk of the day. And each and every of these segments has a different requirements. So for example, in vaccines, you have to look after a very strict temperature range where you can have to hold for a longer period of time. Whereas in case of horticulture, you have to look into the freshness. So that is where we actually come in. And what we have basically done is that we are coming a step lower, wherein we are trying to reach out to the marginal farmers or a community of marginal farmers, and we are trying to open up possibilities for them to own a part of the cold storages. It can be in the form of various type of financial models. For example, what we have done in Andhra Pradesh is that with the FPO, we have given off our cold storage solutions to them, and they have bought it from our end, and then they are renting out to the farmers. And what happens is that, and we make cold storage solutions of various capacities, starting from 50 liters to all the way up to 220 liters. And what happens due to this is that due to the renting out, the small farmers can actually use them. And what happens for the FPO is that they can get a payback time. They get a payback period of about within a period of 6 to 7 months. And one more thing that we have seen is that there are certain areas where we actually, with our cold storage or with our wide temperature range, we now can attend to different customer segments, and primarily for flowers, for example. Cold storages for flowers has not been that much in use in India, for example. And that is where we have brought in our solutions in Tamil Nadu. And we have been working very closely with about 200 to 300 flower farmers. And through with them, what we have seen is that we can cut down the need for labor, which was used thrice a day to once a day, thereby cutting down their operational cost by about 40%. And they got their payback period within 3 months for jasmine flowers. And what happens due to this is that when you show them this type of payback period or shorter payback period to these farmers or FPOs, this becomes a very good value proposition for them to adopt technologies. And financing comes in play, and this is what Akash mentioned. This that incorporation of product along with financial inclusion is really important, and that is where we are starting to work on.
So Saumya, one follow-up question to that, as you said that the demonstration of the business case or the cost benefit that you're able to show, I'm curious to know whether as an average farmer, obviously, how does he actually really appreciate the business case? Do you have to set up some, or do you have to fund some pilot solutions so that you're able to demonstrate that business case? How do you go about actually convincing farmers that there is a positive business case in buying your product?
Correct. So that's a very very important question, in a way that when you are working at the grassroots, it's very important to show them the impact before they want to own it or they want to adopt it. So yes, we have to do a lot of pilots. We have been doing a lot of pilots first with the FPOs, either the FPOs or the marginal farmers, where they use it for a certain time, maybe 2 to 3 months, wherein they get to see the benefits of this. They get to see the payback time, and also they get to gauge the time in which they can get their money back. So we have to do a lot of pilots. That is one of the obstacles here in this segment, if I might say, obstacle, which means that you have to spend a lot of time working with them until your product gets adopted at the grassroots.
Okay.
With the FPOs again, but what is really interesting to see is that primarily for cold storages, is that if a product performs well, you do get a 80% conversion rate. The number of pilots that you do, we get an 80% conversion rate of adoption, and that is something that really pushes the company as well to do as many pilots as possible. Another thing is that why the farmers or FPOs are inclined to do pilots is because since these are basically passively cooled cold storage solutions, the retention time will actually depend on the geography. So what we do in Tamil Nadu may not be replicated in a place like Maharashtra. wherein you have low humidity and low high temperatures as well. So that is one of the major reasons why we also try to encourage people to try our product or to pilot our products, so that we can get a lot of feedbacks as well, because this is a positive feedback which comes for and goes in for the product development, and that is how we have been working until now.
Thank you, Samalya.